I was going to talk about something else, but I felt the urgency to address something. Someone made a comment. I was out getting some groceries. I'm trying to encourage my daughter to eat healthy. And this is I'm doing my fast right. I'm doing my fast right now. You know, you shouldn't really say you're doing a fast, but I'm just like letting you know that I had talked about doing it. The Lord had led me to do a fast for part of my journey, a 24-hour or short fast. Anyway, it's Friday. I didn't even realize it was Friday. I just got a message under my Tribulation video. I did a live, a short one, talking about this is the tribulation. And someone said, this is not the tribulation, etc., etc., etc. I didn't read the whole thing because it doesn't really matter to me what people's opinions are. We are to look for signs in the sun, moon, and stars, right? The 2 Timothy 13, I think it is. I have to go back. I don't have my Bible with me, and usually I use my phone as my Bible, but I'm using my phone for my live right now. So I can't give you exact scripture, but what I will tell you is this. The media is not, most of you in regards to the churches and stuff are not diggers. You don't dig. You implement people in your churches in positions of authority based on, you know, how much money they make, how well they talk, how well they know scripture. But the Bible talks about there being different people with different gifts in the church. There are prophets, there are teachers, there are different people, but you don't do that here. You guys just have people that you like, and you promote them based on how they talk, you know, how they can manipulate themselves up into the higher ups. And then the reason why I'm emphasizing on this is because people who have gifts to see, people who have prophetic gifts in this time have the ability to see the future. Okay, so when I say this is a tribulation, I am sharing with you what the Lord is showing me holistically. One, things are happening in the globe similar to Jamaica that they're not telling you. They're not putting it on it should be frontline news. It should be the first thing that you see when you turn on the 6 o'clock news. It should be the first thing you see when you turn on the 11 o'clock news, and it's not. The only way you're finding out about these things is if you're a digger or if you're on social media. Sri Lanka is going through the same thing that Jamaica is going through, and they are not talking about it. There are waters clearly washing away different parts of Sri Lanka right now. I can say the same thing about, I think it was Cuba, Mexico, something like that. But there's other parts of the globe that are experiencing disasters, and no one is talking about it. And the reason why this is significant is because Jamaica and Sri Lanka, their presidents or their leaders have made agreements to do smart cities. Smart cities are what you would describe as communities based on technology alone. So I don't know if anyone in the churches talk about the mark of the beast and what that would look like. I think the church is more focused on the Antichrist and him coming in, but you have to see the signs that the Lord is presenting. We have social media. The enemy meant social media for evil, but the Lord is using it for our good. Look around you. Look around you. Watch social media. As opposed to watching social media strictly just for entertainment, there are news outlets on there. There are people who live in these places who are sharing what they're seeing. You have to use your discernment. Use your wisdom. There are people on the globe right now that are suffering. Beyond Jamaica, there's other countries that are going through the same disaster. Sri Lanka. Pay attention to Sri Lanka right now. Please. And then you can Google, because that's what Google's for. Google what smart cities are, smart cities and the president of Jamaica, smart cities and the leader of Sri Lanka, and what smart cities are, and link it to the Bible and the mark of the beast. I appreciate your wanting to correct me. I think that's so cute. But if you are in a church and you're just going by scripture, I need you to get a grip. Okay? I'm not on here trying to get attention. I'm called to do a thing, and I'm doing that thing. Smart cities, weather manipulation. Look these things up. HARP, HARP, capitals. Look them up, okay? Because then you'll know But what I'm saying is not based on trying to find something to say. These are warnings. There's people out here who are trying to warn you about what is to come. Smart cities, HARP, and Sri Lanka and Jamaica. I'm not too sure what other countries have made deals, but I know Jamaica and Sri Lanka have. I'm not too sure what they are saying the time frame for these things to be coming into place are, but if you destroy an island or a place, right, and you set aside a place that's safe, that people can announce and say, you know, I know you're living in a difficult position, that we have a safe haven over here. You don't have to bring money. You don't have to work. You just have to do what you're told. They're just saying that, I can't remember who said it, where I heard it, but there's something about you will, and you can Google this as well, you will not own anything and you will like it. That's what the saying is. Okay, there's a saying right now amongst the hires up is that you will not own anything and you will like it. So if you're looking at Jamaica, you're looking at Sri Lanka, the weather is destroying major parts of where people live. At the same time, they're trying to establish smart cities where people are living by technology. So you can, like, almost like here, you have money, but it's like a card. You swipe your card, you get what you need. For the younger generation, the people like my daughters and maybe younger who watch movies and watch video games, a lot of these video games and movies are ways to program you. My generation didn't see these things like the Hunger Games and all these things where you used to, you're seeing these, I have these ideas planted in your mind where you can walk into situations, swipe your arm and get your groceries. This generation now, they are used to this. This is how they've been, when they go to school, these are the movies that they watch. These are the things that they see. Magic is a very normalized thing for them. This is the first generation. Like when I was younger and the shows I watched, they didn't talk about magic. They didn't talk about manifesting, astral projection. They didn't talk about that. This generation is very familiar with this. It's normalized for them. So what I'm saying is this. If you talk to your youngsters, and you should, talk to your younger people. I know they seem off, a lot of them are on computers all the time. They're intrigued. The things that they're doing are intriguing for them. What they're seeing and what their ideas in their mind about the future. And this is why a lot of them aren't motivated to do anything, because they don't see, they're not optimistic about the future. Smart cities, HARP, and the mark of the beast is something you guys should look into. I think that's important. All right, guys, thank you so much. And that should address the comment about this is not the tribulation. When the Lord speaks and he says this is the tribulation, he's showing me holistically how they're tearing down countries one by one and how they have made agreements before that to implement smart cities. The smart cities where they're going to try and drive people to these cities and make it so to acquire anything, you have to take a mark to be able to buy and sell. Please look into this. This is what this is. All right, guys, thank you so much for your time. Remember, you're a very special, unique generation of people. I'm praying that people will not take this mark, that they will not be so pressed that they will just run and do this. I'm concerned for Jamaica because they're going through it, and all the other countries who are going through this weather manipulation situation. All right, guys, thanks so much. You are made marvelously. You were fearfully, marvelously made for this time. You're a special generation of people. All right, thanks so much. This is Deborah. I hardly ever introduced myself. This is Deborah from You Are Made Marvelously. You are a special generation created for this time. Look at the sun rising. I'm going to try and go for my run now. All right, guys. Love you. Bye.